What do you think of the minus armor strat that they have going on? Is that something that could go in their favor? Dazzle, Weaver, NP, pretty good physical damage.
Oh, for sure. I think it's a good point also that that was brought up on the panel. You even have FBZ, he's starting with a Blightstone. So maybe they want to even have the Dazzle like start top, or they want like a sneaky first blood top, because a lot of the time, a lot of these matchups, they're very volatile. Like this Pango Monkey King, you will usually lose the lane on Pango, but there's definitely ways where if you have like a first blood or the support starts for like 1 minute, it can really swing the whole matchup around. So I like the Splice Zone, I like that they're going together, and let's see if they can get something done here early on.
Yeah, we're seeing a clash, and they see the Monkey King directly. Avalanche used in the beginning, Poison Touch as well. One hit from Poison Touch, nice Boundless Strike though, and the Ice Shards to prevent the rest of the team from following Skem. Skem realizes he's gone a bit too far, getting body blocked by Jackie. Oh no, now they hit him with the enchant. Oh no, Skem! He's gonna feed the first blood to Saberlight. And they tip him, of course. That's Yopash tipping him. That I don't know, I don't think that's a good tip, but...
Fun.
Yeah. Well, Saberlight in a good mood as they get the first blood for him.
Is this guy ever not in a good mood, man? That's the real question.
That's true, actually. I've seen Saberlight smile when he's like last in net worth. He's getting trashed.
By the way, there is a meme. It used to be more of a meme, at least a couple of months ago, before he was owning every game. It was the Saberlight aura. The more deaths Saberlight has, the more likely they're to win the game. And they got 4 bounties. So the Saberlight aura is striking.
Yes, it is indeed. I mean, first blood, 4 bounties. Can you ask for a better start?
Maybe you have someone run into him and feed him another kill.
Yeah. And in fact, that's what they're doing.
Lane swapping.
They're lane swapping. I was going to mention this. They're going to feed FPC over to Saberlight. This will be what Danog talked about on the panel, about the Pango being able to deal with the Eidolons easily. Not bad. And then Weaver versus Monkey King. That should be a good lane for Weaver.
Okay, so they did a very nice job here. They're perfectly playing up against the Eidolons bottom. They used the Avalanche into Swashbuckle. I must say that I love the way Boom are adjusting their draft. Like, they're making by far the most out of the draft that they can. They're lane swapping correctly. They shifted the Prophet into mid against the Queen, as we touched on. They're now laning Weaver against Monkey and Pango against Enigma. So a lot of you can see the purpose as to why they picked their heroes. And that is something, even though maybe you don't think their draft is amazing, you can see why they did it. And you always love to see people like execute and see the idea, what was initially behind it.
I love that you mentioned that, because you can disagree with certain ideas that teams can have, right? But ultimately, a team never makes a mistake as long as there's cohesion between their ideas and their execution. And that's ultimately what you look for. That's very cool.
Also with their item builds, it's really cool. Like the Blightstone on the Pango, Tim's is going the Ring of Basilia. So, because all they want to do in this lane is whenever Eidolons are spawned, you pop Avalanche, Swashbuckle, and then you're not really laning against Enigma. He's feeding you gold and XP at that point. So you're kind of you found like a loophole against the hero, which is, I mean, that's what you want to do in lanes, right? But it's very hard.
Yeah, and I'm trying this again. Remember the Eidolons do have a nice little magic resist, so it's harder for the magical damage to kill them, which is why FBZ had to hit a couple of them, and FBZ, thanks to the shield crash, will live. You also got a good lane up top, right? Weaver versus Monkey King is a survivable lane, better than Pango for sure.
Yeah, I think Boom should be looking very good in all of their lanes. I would say that Monkey will do okay top. He's definitely not going to win this lane, but I think, again, very farm-heavy lane for both sides. You have an Inch and Dazzle, 2 very strong laning supports that should really be helping their cores a lot. Mid lane, I would really expect Yopash to pull ahead here. From start to finish of the laning stage, really. Another thing that's very annoying is that he can always control runes with the Treants, like at least deny one, or force the Queen to go there early if he divides his Treants 1 by 1 to top and bottom rune. So, no, their laning stage is going to be looking very solid, I think.
Yeah, that's the win condition you were talking about earlier, right? As long as the laning stage gets off to a good start, then they just have to keep the momentum and never lose it. Still 1k lead, of course, because the bounty's in the first blood, but it's looking better than what the first blood could indicate. Skem fights Dubu to the death. There is no creep on Dubu, so Skem's chance. Dubu activates the Nature Attendance and the TP. He's done. This is what you have to do against Dazzle. You commit to running away with a TP, or you commit to fighting him. There's no in between.
Oh, there's a huge stack on the bottom pull camp. Is that double or triple? I don't know if I'm seeing things.
Nuts. Oh, no, it's triple. You're right. 2 of the Kobold Foreman, huh?
All right, not bad. Well, that's a triple. So Moon is always going to have to kind of be around here to stop this pull from happening. And I think whenever he gets the chance to run over Tims, that is, to the lane when the Eidolons are there. So I would say that Tims' laning stage is pretty simple right now. Eidolons are there, you drop Ava, Swashbuckle. Tusk is ever out of position, you go for the pull. As top, we have a lot of trading going on.
Yep, Timado wants to kill Scam. Has an Aura Venom here, so there's a chance actually. Plus the Boundless Strike. Scam slowed once again by the Aura Venom. Timado maybe overcommitting as Jackie puts himself between Scam and Timado. And here's the positive body block from Jackie, paying for what he did earlier.
Okay, let's see. So the pull canvas basically, it's like the hostage of the bottom lane. It's like keeping both the supports. They're gonna be stuck on that camp as FBZ. His HP isn't looking too hot. I think they might soon look to go on a little engage as Saberlight is fishing for something. He has arcane boots already.
No, Tim's... Okay, never mind actually. I thought that was going to be a play, but Moonmeander, he realizes it's camp time. Time to guard it yet again, so they can't pull to this triple stack.
This is a little scary. So these lanes, especially like the side lane duo lanes, like minute 3, 4, 5, if someone is able to... I mean, everyone knows that Ring of Basilius helps both the people lane, right? It's a similar story with the Arcane Boots here. The Tusk and the Enigma, they basically have infinite mana, and you don't really have anyone, as Scam top is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get caught off. It's very scary to play on the side, 1-on-1, when the enemy carry is a Monkey King. Probably the best carry at rotating over and helping out his support, right? So he just got a little bit caught on the side.
Which is probably the best year to deal with Dazzle as a result, right? Because Dazzle, especially in the Thor role, which he's playing now, he wants to trade against the other support like that.
Absolutely. It's basically you mitigate what Dazzle wants to do at all times. You basically you just punish him when he will go for it. So yeah. But now Prophet ulti is available, Sonic Wave is too. So I think both mid laners should look to try and get involved at least somehow, most likely on a side lane, or for TSM again it's more so that he wants someone to come to his lane. Unless there's a tower dive happening. That's the only way I think that the Queen would leave his lane here.
And for MP, it's just, like you said, the opportunity, right? Whatever arises, they're just going to go for it. Wrath of Nature is a very powerful spike.
It's similar to the game we saw earlier, right? With the Fnatic Zeus.
Yeah.
We have a tower dive on top.
It's Timado. We have a Wrath of Nature already charged, but Timado, making sure to keep him in vision. Wrath of Nature did not reach him, though. However, there's enough heroes here to kill him regardless. It seems like at least Boundless Strike, Timado getting away, but Shukuchi will get close to him and finish him off. And this boom can even turn into a tower because they rotated on the catapult. However, mid lane, Enchantress is doing her usual shenanigans. And she might also put a little pressure to this tower, which is why the Weaver comes in. They smell the TP, and they force him to cancel. Oh, actually, Moon canceled the TP, sorry. Moon might die for this.
Pay for it, but this is great. This is some very high-level Dota that you can see. So
yes.
I believe that they understand that when this Nature's Prophet ganks the side lane, it is really hard for us to respond. Like, Dubu understands that, okay, when he comes top, what do I do? Take over a treant and he laughs at me? No, so he's gonna go mid knowing that he will leave the lane. So that they can at least trade and punish. So their best reaction here wasn't defensively, it was to do something completely different offensively to go mid. So they actually they trade their safe lane tower for the enemy mid tier 1 tower. And now we even have a tower that bottom on FBZ.
Yeah, we do. FBZ in the trees. Saberlight can't break any more trees.
No. You know he wants to. He found him.
He swashbuckles. It's fine. It's fine. We have a TP. Saberlight doesn't have the black hole, but they almost kill him with Sonic Wave. That was very close. However, nice TP timing by FBZ. No doubt in his mind.
he knew he was getting out. Don't sweat it. Don't worry. This does hurt Bryle a little bit though. He used I guess he TP to this lane because he has no TP left. He used all his mana. That was his DD rune and the Sonic Wave. I do like a lot that Saberlight is handing him the lane right now after this play because he's Enigma. He can just farm the jungle. He has his Eidolons. Give the wave to Bryle real quick. He's going to fill up his bottle at least halfway with the bounty to refill. Top lane.
Yeah, the Wrath of Nature almost sentenced Timado to an early death, but Jackie thought about diving.
Really?
We have a black hole here for Saberlight though. Yeah. Oh, he's in range. He's just barely in range. I don't know how much they want to commit. They don't have Boundless Strike yet.
It's a hard play to make because you saw the Dazzle heal. I think there's a very low chance you commit for the play because the chance of Dazzle just having Grave, right, and then you pop the time lapse after is just... It's too high. Like, you don't know that Dazzle doesn't have Grave.
You take out the calculator, right? You like calculate how much does Shadow Wave heal? Okay, how much does Poison Touch last? And then you do the math, quick math, and see if he has Shadow Grave or not.
And it turns out you're an NA team, so you can't do math on that. You just don't do the play. I'm just kidding.
You have experience, Kezu. Yeah, he's years in Quincy.
I have played with them, so you know I can say these things. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Tim's, he goes back to the mid lane. We're covering this tower that's been dropped. There's no place to farm in the mid lane anymore, though. So that was a huge play by TSM. And that's why the support has to cover this lane instead.
Yeah, no, that was really, really nice for them. Now you have somewhat of a similar transition to what we had in the last game, right? Where the Lycan at some point went into the safe lane. You don't really have to do this with Enigma, but again, he is kind of the best guy to push out this top lane. Not only to do it safely, but also to get the most out of it, as TSM smoke into the enemy jungle right now.
Yeah, and they find an FBC. FBC who has the Rolling Thunder, and has time to get it off. Now Moon could be in trouble. Does get the wall off from the Ice Shards. Not going to work in his favor. Small little vault from the Tumbler's Toy to get FBC through the Ice Shards, but no kill onto Moon Meander.
Some neutral items in specific games are actually beautiful. He can use the Pigpole, the Tumbler's Toy, to get around the Ice Shards. I've never seen this. I hate playing Pango against Tusk. And this can actually have a huge impact. That's amazing. As long as you don't take damage, of course. Like, you can just bounce over the Ice Shards and not be blocked. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's the small things. Actually, Pango has some really cool interactions times in general. You know, like the Pigpole is also a really nice one. Camouflages your Rolling Thunder. That's always fun.
Yeah. What are we gonna have happening next? So Yopaj is gonna look to farm his Orchid. The game... Oh, top lane. Ooh.
Yeah, mid as well as a play. Tim's, he went a little bit too far here. They can't kill him just with Shadow Strike damage. Scam doesn't have Shadow Wave, so no coming into the Sonic Wave. Just an easy kill onto Tim's.
It's very unusual you see a kill around the tier 2 this early on. Was it with the Hurricane into some slow?
Yes. Yeah, so essentially what happened is Tim's committed to the Queen of Pain kill, and then Tim's realized, oh, there's no way I'm killing her.
Yeah, I
and
see. Bottom, they're looking to set up on Monkey. Close. It's not too easy right now for Boom to get these kills. So from what I can see watching these Boom games today is that they have these type of drafts where kills don't really happen too fast for them. They need a lot of heroes to actually succeed in kills, which makes it, I would say, a little easier for the enemy not only to read the play, but also react to their plays. I would say right now they need this Orchid to come online. Obviously, Tim's on the Tiny. He's nowhere close to Blink Dagger. He spent gold on the Basilius to help FBZ early on in the laning stage. Their map is shrinking a little bit, and they don't have too many playmakers. It's kind of FBZ, but as we mentioned before, his lane was okay at best. He's gonna rush a Blink Dagger, which he won't have for a while. So right now, Boom are gonna be in a bit of a slow phase for like another 1-2 minutes. They need the Orchid and then look to smoke up the Tiny with the Pango. And in the meantime, TSM have a little bit of free reign here on the map. Enigma can keep shoving waves. The Eng can keep pushing waves. Both Monkey and Queen are very mobile, right? Blink, Scream, you have the Primal Spring. And then you have Tusk, Moon. He's kind of free to do whatever he likes to do. Maybe break a smoke, throw some Ice Shards on the Pango. As we have another smoke from Boom Esports, they might find a little Enchantress.
Yeah, it's just Dubu though, who doesn't have level 6 just yet. Tries to whirlwind himself to safety. That's not going to work. Sorry, Hurricane. And it's going to be the Wildling Reaper who's also going to pay with his life. Unless Saberlight comes in with a Black Hole. They baited this with a simple creep. The follow needs to be here. Sonic Wave will finally reach as FPC dies. Tim's though gets Shallow Graved. Scam wanted to make sure to save his friendly support. Unfortunately, he himself will have to die as a result. And it seems like Tim's will die regardless. So much ado about nothing, essentially, for poor Boom, who only get a kill on a 5.
Really nice turn play by TSM. So Dubu is like in the type of position where if he dies there, it's not the end of the world. As we could see, it was a smoke. Dubu should be fine in top jungle. It's just saying hello to the Weaver. But back to the point about the smoke. So he not only eats the smoke, but if it takes too long to get the kill, or if they overstay after, his team can come for the counterplay. Saberlight with both the Tumbler's Toy and Blink Dagger, again, joining his team and being very mobile. Gets off a great Black Hole. And again, I think after this fight, Boom should want to wait for their items right now. 400 gold for this Orchid, 400 gold for the Blink Dagger. Tiny will not get his, right? As here again on the replay we can see, it's a beautiful Black Hole, both on the edge. Even Bryle goes behind, tries to also clip the Dazzle with the Sonic Wave to push them all together. And yeah, Boom right now, as I said, they just get their items, then go for a smoke. The Weaver is kind of strong, but he can't do so much on his own. Black Hole will still be down by the time you get the Blink and the Orchid, and then it's go time.
Hopefully they can just delay the game enough for that to happen. Boom, still playing aggressively with these these farming patterns. At least FBZ isn't completely the enemy jungle. Can they punish this?
They need more heroes, I think. These two on their own should not be able to get this kill. He's also very mobile. I would actually say that he's doing a very nice job. Bottom, Dubu, gonna pressure a lot. He's probably gonna pay with his life, but he took 30% of the tower, and again, this was like 4 heroes. So I don't actually mind this death at all.
Orchid now revealed on Yopaj as well, so that's the goal time for them.
This is also allowing Moon to push the top lane back in with his max iShot build. In mid lane, FBZ should be okay. Let's see what Boom can make out of the smoke.
Yeah, they smoked trying to bait out on FBZ, but didn't overcommit to FBZ. Now maybe Boom will go to the enemy triangle. Yopaj, of course, can always TP, so it's technically a 4-man smoke here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Setting up vision first. Moon Meander actually breaks the smoke. Not the best target to go on. At least you get a kill. There you go. Moon is dead, and now TSM consider counter-initiating. Saberlight. No black hole, so he's just blinking in menacingly.
Nice job by them. So a lot of times when this happens, where you get a kill around mid lane, but you can't really transition it into a mid tower. Okay, so they see Dubu on the ward, but they can't punish. Yeah, I think right now, just split to the side lanes, let the Weaver push up bottom. And again, a lot of the Boom Esports heroes, they're very strong right now, right? I would say even the Tiny is somewhat strong. But this is the type of moment where you can go and greed up your Blink Dagger a bit. Like right now, Tim's is top. He can farm his Blink or set up for a kill. And his teammates are actually strong enough to fight as 4. And while you let them fight for 1-2 minutes, he's going to get to finish his Blink Dagger. And then he can also join his team and he's even stronger. So that would right now make the most sense for their lineup.
FBZ will be the one to block the smoke for now. Right, just
Fast
a blink in
by
time.
FBZ.
Yeah, and Yopaj is the one who gets caught instead, but Yopaj actually tanking enough from behind. Tims comes by, they throw in Saberlight, and they kill off Saberlight. So no threat of black hole. It wasn't even on cooldown anymore. Moon Meander dies as well.
Friends.
And it worked. It works.
A little too deep there by my friends from TSM. Maybe
Yes,
watching a little bit too much Mason stream, going a bit too far in the triangle here.
Boom, they just knew, right? They baited him into this play. They knew the whole time that if they put Yopaj, the juicy little Japoi, they were going to go too far and overcommit. Great play by FBZ.
Great play. I also, Yopaj, this guy has some fast fingers. Like earlier with the quick hex, this time the quick Orchid onto Saberlight, can't speak for some reason. Not letting him get off any spells, and then TSM overreach. They get turned down by the Pango as Dubu. Hello.
Maybe too much of a Chad there, just walking in and dying.
I guess he stopped Roche.
He did stop Roche with his body. Okay, yeah, that works. True 5 player here. Are they actually going to steal Roche off Dubu just committing suicide? That is...
How long for the Pango roll? Okay, too long. This is going to be a fight. It's time to steal this Aegis, boys.
They have to try.
FBZ, let's go. Give him vision. They just need to give vision to Pango. He will try to steal it. Saberlight should black hole on top. Maybe.
Oh, Sonic Wave took the Aegis too quick. They weren't expecting the Sonic Wave commitment for the Roche.
That was very nicely played. Yeah, who's the chat now, huh? We were doubting Dubu. This guy is just a fucking monster.
I disagree. Yeah, he is. Even when he dies, he is the biggest chat in the game, honestly.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, Aegis for Timado, who's going Desolator. I really like this build. There's not enough Monkey Kings to actually go for this as mid lane. No, not too much is going to happen. The damage output is just incredibly high, and I feel like it always catches you off guard when this Monkey King has a Desolator instead of a BKB. Also, the Aegis can kind of act as a BKB as mid.
Yeah, Moon Meander is the target. He snowballs in time, though. They just sent a bunch of treants here. Yopaj might not be in the best position for this fight. Actually, it's Moon Meander who's in the wrong position. They punish him for it. TSM trying to defend the tower best they can. These 2 stupid treants, these big treants, hard to deal with. There is the Eidolon, but Saberlight just can't get close. He's waiting for the potential black hole opportunity. As Timado goes in for FBZ. Only slightly. He's poking. He doesn't actually want to commit because it's too scary.
Guys, it's okay. Go to side lanes. Tiny, go farm your blink. Wait for Pango roll, then go again. It's a bit too hard. Like right now, again, it's all on FBZ's roll. When they get this blink, which is in a moment, then they can keep fighting. But right now, it's basically you have roll, you go fight, roll is ended, you run away. So I think here, just spread out the map, you know, get your stuff done, get the blink, and then gather again. But Boom, I think right now, they're doing a good job. They're using the heroes well. They have my favorite shard in the game, Nature's Prophet. This shit slaps. He's gonna push out every lane, and mid, we have some more fighting.
Bro, that shard is... It seems broken to me. It seems ridiculously strong. As
it is.
I can't believe.
One of the only reasons this hero is probably playable as a core right now.
Honestly. You can push, you can farm with it, gives you vision, it's fantastic. What else do you ask for this
Bottom
shot?
lane, what's happening?
Timado?
Black hole is available, by the way.
Oh, it is.
He's
Saberlight's waiting. He knows there's the
But
black
so
hole,
is-
catches the Pango as well. Can they kill Yopaj at the time of the black hole? A little bit difficult, no blind strike because of the silence. There we go, we finally got it off on Timado. And that's gonna be Yopaj dying, FBZ the next target. Shield crash to give him a little bit more time. And that Blink Dagger will finally be off cooldown, so he can use it to get away. Saberlight, he's leading the charge. He just wanted to Malefice one more hero. Timado also keeping the enemy team at bay as the push continues for TSM. Thanks to the Eidolons, they can tank this glyph pretty decently and proceed to take the tier 2 down.
Middle tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
Unless-
this should be... Oh, never mind. They're all here.
I don't know about this one. There is no roll on the Pango. Timado still has
Jackie
that
is
Aegis. Jackie is coming in. And will Jackie's presence be enough to force TSM to retreat? Yes, apparently so. Respecting Jackie.
I guess they get to save their tower here. Okay, it's Oh, they're smoking too. Okay, they wanna snap someone out. No black hole.
Right.
Queen is not too good on the mana pool, about half HP. Also, they saw Enigma now TP'd out of top. I wonder if they want to go bottom or triangle, because whichever one of these two places you go, they should be a little separated, right? As the Enigma is still top.
And go for triangle, and Bryle's a target. Bryle's a difficult target. They need some sort of orchid. Apparently not. Tim's perfectly changed the stuns to make sure he gets the maximum stun time. That's Timado.
Roll
He
coming
stuns the
through.
Aegis, so not an easy target to kill. Rolling Thunder probably to just disengage. They catch Moonmeander in the middle of his Ice Shards, and
Nice
that might just be
rolls.
enough to kill off Moonmeander. Well done. As Timado also gets stunned towards the end of the roll. Timado now gets control. The Aegis is lost, and Yopaj is here. He has an Orchid. Timado has no BKB. They could punish him hard here. Sprout first. Now the Orchid. Timado, how are you getting out? He has the Quelling Blade in his inventory. Now finally the Sprout ends. Two trains start wailing on him, and TSM will lose their carry. Boom. Recover back into this game. Good smoke by them.
Boom are back. This is what I want to see them do. Actually, I would never have expected them to def the spot tower and then go for a smoke, but they find the right angle. They find Bryle somewhat. I wouldn't even say out of position. It's just a great smoke, right? As FBZ TP's bottom, catches Dubu during his TP, so another +1 kill. In the meantime, the towers kill the Treants. Yeah, right. The Treants kill the tower. Here we have the replay. They find Bryle. You have Timado coming over. He still has Aegis, so here I have to question Moon blinking in too early to like go for this aggressive snowball, because
Right.
his monkey is still fine. You don't need to save him yet. You can try to stay out of the fight a bit more. Maybe it's not even a good fight to begin with, right? Your queen is already dead. But I would say that they kind of jumped the gun here. Boom. Like, they take the play, right? Great smoke, they take more kills, and even here, they're on Timado right now as we go live in the game.
They are, and because of the swarm, Timado can't get away easily, so instead tries to get extra armor, but no chance, because Tim's, once again, is here with the Alpha Toss. Moonmeander also gets seen and rolled down, and as FPZ gets the second kill of this fight. Once again, this duel just feeds near the triangle.
Well, I feel like I'm seeing the same things over and over. Boom are doing all the right things right now. They have BKB on Weaver. Yopaj is about to finish his in 50 gold. Even FBZ, I must say, I am impressed. This guy is owning really hard in this game right now. It's not an easy Pango game at all, which is what we touched on earlier. As they're setting up on Bryle top.
I don't think this is a kill, but at least they force a TP. Yeah, could be worse.
No, it's great. You don't let this guy push at the top. Look at the whole map right now. You pushed in bottom.
True.
You pushed in mid. You know that the next place they're gonna go is push top. And before you let this guy even kill one wave, you're already there. I think the Boom are regaining some confidence right now. You can see it in the gameplay. They're playing fast. It's not, you know, this like disconnected half-half type thing. It's
Right.
They're all doing the same thing together. Love to see it.
As Jackie. Yeah, find some heroes in the mid lane, by the way, but he's just there to potentially block him from going top and saving this tower, which is already taken by Yopaj.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Does this mean that since Boom is in
okay.
the driver's seat, can they take bigger engagements, or are they still looking for these smaller pickoffs to take advantage of, you know, the NP's
It's
global ability?
definitely nicer for them if they fight in like a more open area. Like
Okay.
if they don't just want to blindly smoke into TSM, because if we look at TSM's team fight, they have Black Hole and Monkey King ult, right? If they're together, when you go on them, you're gonna get turned around on really quick. So looking more so for pickoffs in the side lanes or open areas where you have vision is gonna be a lot easier for them. That's also where Nature's Prophet like thrives on the map, right? You have a guy setting up on the side lane, you find him, you TP, Orchid, kill.
That's what they've been trying to do, and they've been successful with, but now TSM trying to thwart that strategy by grouping up together.
BKB is up on Queen.
Okay, huge. This is what they're grouping up towards, or with, rather. They have Black Hole ready. They have all their spells. This teamfight could be great if they can just catch someone valuable. They check Roche first. There's no way Roche is up. But,
Not yet, at least.
Just to make sure, right?
Just making sure, the game isn't like bugging out ever since this morning. A small shadow patch where Roche respawns after 2 minutes now.
Who knew? Who knew, right? Time can always be not linear, as Einstein predicted. So maybe they're walking through a black hole. Who knows? Enigma is truly the person that can make that change. BKB on him is not yet up, though.
I wanted to say something and I forgot, so I'm trying right now to use my brain power to regain whatever great thing I had to say.
I'm sure it was great, Kesu. Well, Kesu, that was such a good statement. I'm so happy you're here casting. Yeah.
I'm doing a great job, I know. Thank you.
TSM, the smoke did not work out. Much like your brain farted there, the smoke kind of fizzled out and did nothing. And now they go for a second one. Second try, Kesu.
This one will work. Don't worry.
This one will.
Okay, they want to go around.
They do, and they find a Pango, but FPZ's quick on the Blink Dagger. And he avoids the Ice Shards. Look at FPZ, truly a gymnast. Just avoiding all the obstacles as they push
these guys
bottom.
are really quick on some of their items. It's actually fucked up. Like the Hex Orchid blinks out. But okay, next objective of this game. Again, second Roche game is somewhat even. Boom. Yeah, I mean, they're in the driver's seat for sure, but TSM still have very strong heroes, right? You have Monkey King scaling. He doesn't have his BKB yet. The Deso, at least with some of the mistakes they didn't. It hasn't fared out that well, right? He needs his BKB. Saberlight with the Wraith Pack. Like, they've kind of built these fighting items and team items, but they lost the fights coming afterwards. So it didn't truly work out. They need to fall back onto these BKBs now. And Boom should look to keep pushing in the lanes and then have a favorable fight. Maybe squeeze in 1 or 2 more engagements before they get to finish their BKBs on these 2 crucial heroes.
I want to go back to the statement you said. You're very impressed always by the how quick they're on their fingers, the C players particularly. Have you ever gotten a chance to play a C pub, Kesu? Have you played many of those?
I don't want to do it again. You just join the game and some guy is just yelling in the microphone about some pro player who's in the game.
4 different languages spoken to you as well. One of them is made up on that.
I mean, they're funny and people seem kind of try hard, but it's also, I think, you need to have a strong mental for different reasons.
Yes, indeed. That's why they get so good at clicking, man. Because there's no way you're communicating with your team, so you might as well get good at Dota, right? That's true SEA experience.
Basher on Pango. All right. Multiple reasons as to why this Pango is going to start owning this game. He already has been owning the whole time. His laning stage was good. His team fighting is actually immaculate. It's been a while since I've seen a Pangolier have such high impact. And now he's going to have a Basher. It's going to be their win condition to also stop Saberlight's Black Hole later in the game when he does have the BKB, which he doesn't even have yet. But, Basher is going to be good now too, even against the Queen of Pain. More ways of cancelling the TP, so great itemization by him too.
Now we go, let's see if they can find a fight here with this Basher. The Roche has spawned, and Boom knows the Roche timing would be appropriate around now, but it's TSM was the vision, because left 3 Skellies in that pit. Those Skeleton Warriors, no matter where they are, so they just come back to haunt you. They're so useful.
They always do. I'm not even going to look at them anymore. Please stop. Put the camera somewhere else. Roche, not important.
I love that he also put 3, not just 1, right? But all 3 of them to make sure he gets superior vision.
He knows that we can't miss it. It's going to be the one creep he'll keep picking up.
Exactly. Who's gonna go for the Roche here? Like, who has the advantage if they fight in the Roche pit?
So ideally, I believe if TSM are allowed to farm their BKBs, they will do that before doing anything. And as we can see, Boom, they're looking to not let that happen. They want to smoke through the wave, which is actually a very smart smoke. There's a super high chance someone would go here, like maybe a Queen of Pain. And even if you don't, you get to go through the backline, maybe place a ward out of the smoke and jump someone, which is exactly what they're going for. But
FPZ gets jumped instead, and he's a core part of the lineup. And Timala, however, almost gets bursted down in a matter of seconds. Forced to use the Wukong's command, now going for Tim's. Shallow Grave to save him, as FPZ controls the Ningma in the backline. But FPZ gets stopped with the Ice Shards first, now the Black Hole, and FPZ's finally down. This team fight can go the way of TSM. They've killed 3 heroes now, so it's just about catching up to Jackie. Can they do so? They have the Boundless Strike, and that's so much damage thanks to the Desolator, which allows them to finish off Jackie. And that's the team fight TSM was looking for. Great initiation from them.
Yeah. Okay, so the idea that Boom had, I think, was amazing. Going through the top lane, if someone goes there, you kill him, you can fall back to Roche, take over the jungle. If no one is in the lane, you keep going through there and you place a ward on the high ground. But instead of fighting in the ward that they actually run into the tail end of TSM's ward on the high ground. They start the fight on the Pango, so his team feels like maybe they felt a little forced to go and help him. And TSM, they just held their position great. They get out a clutch black hole towards the end, and these type of fights, they're very hard for Nature's Prophet. Like, a lot of people probably also watch the major, like, a lot of teams tried this Nature's Prophet carry, and it looks very hit or miss, because if a fight starts like this, it is super hard for you to join. Like, where do you want Yopaj to TP there? Half the team fight is surrounded by a monkey ring, then there's a random black hole, sonic wave, and when it starts like this, it's really not at all how they wanted to start. Mid lane.
Okay, the Monkey King. It's gone on. There's the Rolling Thunder from FPZ, but Team Allied hates BKB. FPZ is like, well, I'm out of here. Oh, I'm out of here? Yeah. A little bit of a
Nice
drunk
bash.
driver there, but it worked out, right? He's not dead yet. In fact, Timado could still be in trouble. Gleitner catches him. Boundler's trying to heal him back up. Puts together your toys. Look at that avalanche. It's
Pulse
amazing.
back.
And thanks to that, they get the Monkey's first life. Second life, how's that gonna fare?
No
He's got
BKB.
silenced immediately. In the midnight post, they're fighting though, a little bit difficult. FPZ
Nice
gets the kill on
force.
Bryle on the back lines. FPZ, truly the hero you need, as Jackie stops his TP from Saberlight, and Saberlight will die to the Swarm, or to the Gleipnir, one or the other. And between Tims and FPZ, they destabilize this team fight for TSM.
Man, these team fights are so back and forth, actually. I love how both these teams are using their spells and fighting around each other. You have FPZ, if he gets to trade his role for the BKB, it's actually super clutch. His role will still last a little longer than the BKB initially, and it's super hard for the Monkey to maneuver around the fight. And even when the role ends and Monkey wants to like run away at the tail end of his BKB, there's always the Swashbuckle with a potential bash to keep it going.
Right.
Beautiful Ava toss, and they just keep the fight going.
Honestly, that Ava toss, I love when they
That
do
was
the
beautiful.
thing where you toss people into your avalanche, and it's like
Yeah.
the ultimate tiny move.
Bottom lane, they're looking for Timado.
They are. FBZ did an
It's still on
interesting roll
cooldown.
there as he blinks from being a ward, and they're going to find Timado without a BKB. That's huge, Kezu. He has buyback, though.
He
But now
really
his
does
BKB
not
comes
want
off
to
cooldown.
use this.
No.
Let's see if they can stall it out without him.
Okay, they took one of the big trains, Kezu. There's a chance. This
There's-
shard now
there's a
half
chance.
belongs
They
to
took over
Google.
Johnny. He tried to play him by placing a new one, but joke's on you. Somehow it doesn't kill it.
Yeah,
I actually thought it
of
would,
course.
so
Really?
nice try.
Nah.
I would have tried the same. I would have been like, haha, stupid inch.
You don't
No, it's like,
understand, man.
fuck.
This shard is look at this, it's broken. Now he has the other Johnny 2.0.
Fucking love Johnny.
Watch him go, giving vision for the team. As in the top lane, Tims is looking for the kill on Bryle, but Bryle knew the whole time. Orchids just in case here. Well done, bro.
Okay, TSM are... I mean, they're just gonna wait for Timado. When you get into these situations, you kind of need to make sure you, again, get to stabilize the map. Boom have been in the driver's seat for a couple minutes, right? They got the Roche. They're pushing in all the lanes. They're getting kills on you. Right now, it's important you stabilize a little bit. Maybe clear out one or two of the wards that TSM have on your side. The ones they have right now are maybe a bit hard to find. But get the lanes out a bit, stabilize, and talk about your next play. You just got the Shiva's Guard completed on Bryle, so he should be feeling strong. Your BKB is very close on Saberlight. This could be another condition that you want to wait for. But let's see if Boom allow you to even have a breather.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Boom doesn't feel... They don't like breaks, right? They just like...
I just want to keep
Dark Troll
going.
Summoner
These
from
guys
you.
don't know. They're driving a car without a brake. They don't know what that means.
It's true. FBZ has never heard of a break in his life, to be honest. I love that they went immediately for Dark Troll Summoner and left it alive, just so you can witness.
I
its true
can't hear
glory,
you.
Kezu.
I can't hear you. I think I was dropped from the call again, guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's talk about
You're
something
mentioning
else
the Dark Lord's name. I don't want to hear it.
TSM, tell me about what they can do to get back into this game, though, because like you said, they're in the driver's seat here for Boom. Obviously, they're just kind of like trying to make sure the team fights go their way. But what's the best play you can make to make sure that this team fight is easier for you?
Let's see. Maybe we need to hold that as Dubu is being
yeah.
driven upon.
Yeah, FBZ once again, no breaks. He goes down to the bottom and hopefully kills off Dubu. Here comes Moomiander helping out Dubu. They don't let
This is
Dubu
an
die,
awkward
but they're going to fight
fight for
this
Saberlight.
Tims. He is not in the best position. Tims will die with Saberlight, it seems like. But that's still a good fight for Boom, who take down support. A second support's on the way as well, as Dubu cannot survive against this Weaver. Why did TSM choose to fight that?
Tower is under attack.
They probably felt like, okay, this Pango, his role is ending soon. They're using so much on the edge. We can take this fight, but Saber like kind of overstepped his boundary there for sure.
Yep.
Right now, if you're TSM, you need to wait for this BKB on Saberlight. It will only be the Pango who can stop the black hole. And even if he does that, it means that he's either not rolling or he has to cancel his roll to potentially swashbuckle you, right? As Tomato in a little bit of trouble, should be okay here. Defensive
the BKB.
kids. I guess they're gonna lose a Rax perhaps here. 10 seconds for the Enigma and still no BKB.
Okay, they're gonna respect them enough actually because the Enigma is coming back. Like you said, no BKB, but very, very close. Of course, the
Yeah.
Bash is always a threat for him though, right?
Oh, absolutely. But there's always some stuff like you can try to position heroes in front of you. Maybe they can eat the bash, or you have Eidolons or an Ench creep. So what TSM need to do, step one, you wait for this BKB. You're going to have it in a moment. Okay, step two, let's talk about how they want to fight. They have 2 4 staffs. They have Queen of Pain, who's super tanky with BKB. They should abuse this mobility from the Queen, have him go in, you know, eat some spells, have the Ench tank a couple spells, and play a slow fight with the Enigma. They're most important. The key to this game is going to be him having a good black hole with hopefully a Sonic Wave follow-up, or Monkey King having a ring, or getting out a couple of punches. So it's about Queen and Ench in the front, abuse a little bit with your blinks, your 4 staff, make some time, and allow Saberlight to, you know, go for the black hole and be as patient as he needs to be.
Okay, okay. I like that point. I think they can still do it, especially when they're defending their own high ground. That's why Boom is looking for smokes outside of that high ground.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They please.
I was gonna ask, how courageous can TSM be with their plays? Like, how much can they like depush and go away and try to like cut lane, stuff like that?
Not too far. The Boom heroes are very good at picking you off. Even if you BKB, it doesn't matter. There's always the Basher available. You have a Nature's Prophet that's threatening you at all times, Gleipnir, Weaver. So for now, what they're going to do is likely play as a ball for a little bit more. Try to depush the areas that are close to your base. Maybe take out a couple of wards. And as soon as this Roshan timer starts going to 0, like that, it can start respawning in 1 minute. They need to start branching out more and more into their own jungle, because this game will be about the 3rd Roshan. You do not want to give up an Aegis when you are playing Enigma, because it will completely counteract your black hole. So they need to fight this, take back their jungle, maybe talk about their buybacks, how they want to execute the fight, which should be somewhat similar to what we just talked about in terms of how they should execute.
Yeah, we're gonna see that Saberlight, by the way, now completed his BKB, so they have one good fight in them before the Roche, or around the Roche here. But of course, like you said, if they use the black hole early, they lose the Roche as a result, that's also a loss no matter what.
Ultimato is in a somewhat risky position, of course, only for 1 second. His team is now smoked up around him.
Yeah. They still
Yopaj
see him, of
is
course.
Fishing top a little bit with his treants to push. That's
Scan
a good
will
work by
detect
TSM.
Tims. Tims has been found out now. Yules takes away the slow from the Shivas, and now he's no longer stuck in the shards. Well done with a Yules and a good avalanche to reset this fight. FBZ, in fact, wants to go in. Saberlight's in a good position this time. Sonic Wave gets rid of FBZ, like the panel said. Just push him back, push him back. And FBZ will not be able to continue this.
2 BKBs used as a big... Or can they?
These Rolling Thunders down. They want to punish this, but what a good roll-up. Quick fingers once again on FBZ.
Clutch roll-up. Very clutch roll-up. As in the meantime, the top tier 3 tower went down to the treants. Yopaj doing a great job at, you know, just keeping up the pressure while also being aware and ready to fight. TSM want to continue to defend their area here, even with 2 BKBs down. Their roll is not up yet, so once this roll starts going to like 15, 10 seconds, I think they want to step up, as they already do it now.
They are trying to finish off FBZ, but he had the shield crash buff to him, and now with the help of the Dazzle, it's just a bit too difficult. Saberlight had today's BKB. Not sure about this one, Saberlight. What's the plan? It's just to kill Tims, at least get something out of this. But Tims is a bit too tanky. In goes Timado, gets the Bella Strike, the shallow grave saving Tims. But there's residual damage onto him. Some nice DOT from behind. Yopaj comes in. Black hole solo for Yopaj. Just kill the MP. Follow up. There's the Walrus Punch. They cancel the black hole, but it's fine because Yopaj is already dead. So it did its job. Bryle, though, is still stuck into the Rolling Thunder. And now it's Jackie, the janitor, cleanup crew, making sure to finish off Bryle. Going for Monkey King next. Timado is a bit too fast in those jumps, though. But FBZ, he knows where he went. FBZ can see everything. He starts the roll-up just in case. Can get rid of the Malefice. There's the roll-up for the stun. But instead, they find the Dazzle. Scam is dead. And TSM, They're going with the buybacks. They want to fight this beautiful avalanche from Tims. Now the Gleipnir from Jackie.
BKB.
Going for Bryle with a bug on him. They still see him for the balance strike. Gives him a couple more seconds. Bryle's dead though. Even with spider legs, he can't get away from the bug. Jackie, he won Saberlight. Gets stopped by the Walrus Punch, but no Exterminator can bring down Jackie. He's gonna bring down the Walrus instead as Saberlight gets killed off by Yopaj. Yopaj is unstoppable. He went for the remove teleportation cooldown, and you really saw that play in that fight.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, the way Boom are playing fights is they're making it really, really hard for like TSM to even potentially think about or like organize their fight. Tims is going into like 3 heroes. Ava toss again. He forces them to use their last BKB that they had available with the Enigma. Then the fight keeps going. Yopaj goes in the back, forces the Black Hole. His team runs over. They don't get to save him in time, but it doesn't matter. He can buy back. Black Hole is done. They keep the fight going, and now they're pressuring the tier 4s.
They know they can because Timado has no BKB, only Wukong's command, and instead they kill off Dubu. They have a break for him just in case Silvert on Yopaj as FPZ keeps Timado under control. Is there anything this man can't do? Please, someone stop him. They're actually not going to get the last stun, but it doesn't really matter. Timado's forced to use the ultimate, but that's it. The Ancient's going down. Boom will win game number 2. Their first win of the day and of the tournament.
They really clawed, they clawed their way back into this game like really quick. Took like 1 or 2 plays, 1 clutch smoke into the enemy triangle, get a